So here we are, the final week of our Advent season. We've talked about the hope of Christ, the peace of Christ, and the joy of Christ that we experience in the Christmas season. And this final week of Advent, we are discovering the love that God brings to us through the birth of a baby. You know, Christ was asked, and he said that the two greatest commandments were to love God and love others, and that everything we do can be wrapped up into those two commands, even that there was nothing more important than those two things. A New Testament writer put it this way: God is love, and anyone who does not love others is lying that they love God. We can only experience the true love of Christmas through understanding that great love of God. And then once we understand his love for us, we can only live a life of love towards other people. In our family, we have a saying. It says, you can show people how much God loves them by the way you treat them. It's a way of calling out those actions and attitudes that we may have that are less than loving, or maybe very selfish, and just not who God has asked us to be. So in Christmas 2020, we stop and we wonder, what does it look like to have a God of love who asks us to love others in his name? Maybe love in Christmas at 2020 looks like keeping other people safe, even if it impedes on my traditions. Love can look like a well-placed package of Christmas treats for that lonely neighbor on their doorstep. Love could be simply a socially distanced carol sing. Love could also be a simple phone call or text message to that friend or family member God has placed on your heart today. As we face Christmas 2020 in a pandemic that has changed everything we understand about the world, we are challenged today to remember that God is love. That was true before the pandemic, that is true in the pandemic, and that it will be true forevermore. Love came down at Christmas time, as the song says, and it is calling us to live lives of love so that others might know who he is. So I challenge you today. How might others see the God of love through the way you treat them for the rest of today? Merry Christmas, and I wish you a very loving, Happy New Year.